Endrick is just 17 and he hasn't even made his big move to Real Madrid yet, but could we already have uncovered the next Endrick, or a Wonderkid better than Lamine? Who might that be, and where will he be playing soon? To give you a clue, his nickname is Messinho, Little Messi. As we reveal this rising star's name, please hit the subscribe, like and notifications button. And for the 500th subscriber, are you ready? You will win $50. Now, are you ready to meet Messinho? Let's go. If you know of the Brazilian Wonderkid Endrick, you might have heard of the teenager hot on his heels, Estevão Willian, who also happens to be his teammate at Brazilian giants Palmeiras. And guess what? He has come in for his fellow attacker's title as the next big thing in the footballer world. Estevão was born on the 24th of April 2007. That's right, nearly a year after Zinedine Zidane's infamous headbutt in Italy's World Cup victory, this young star was born. Feel old yet? Now turning 17, the winger is set for superstardom. Estevão has been capped for Brazil's under-17 team 5 times and scored 3 goals. Meanwhile, for his senior club side, Palmeiras, he has won a national and state championship already. Though the tricky winger has picked up just a handful of first-team appearances, he is already making his mark and tempting the big European teams to line up a bid for him. He recently made his Copa Libertadores debut, and in that game scored his first Copa Libertadores goal. Not a big man in size like Haaland by any means, but Estevão still scored this one with his head, sneaking in at the back post with a vital goal in his team's 3-1 win against Liverpool of Uruguay. Messinho is the 3rd youngest goalscorer in Palmeiras history, and this season he has shown that he is breaking into the first team. Let's not forget that this young baller is only a teenager, and his body makes him look more like a boy than a man. This proves just how technically gifted he is. Though he is quick and agile, he is not strong, and obviously he has almost no experience in the professional game, but Messinho, hence the nickname, is a generational talent. Endrick was sold to Real Madrid in 2024. Estevão Willian will be next. Is Europe calling in 2025? In April 2025, Messinho will turn 18 and will be able to make the move across the water. And he will probably have a deal done long before that, just like Endrick and the likes of Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo before him. Real Madrid seem like the masters of spotting Brazilian teenage talent. Might Estevão join Los Blancos too? You can expect the deal to be done in 2024 for the startlet. There is simply no doubt about that. The winger is certain to get more and more playing time and show his talent. The European giants will then jump into a war for his signature. Messinho's talent was discovered at youth level, as he shone for both Brazil and Palmeiras in recent years, smashing in the goals at youth level for his club and lighting up international matches for his country. In fact, before Palmeiras discovered his talent, he was turning heads at previous club Cruzeiro, one of the former homes of Brazilian legend Ronaldo Nazário. Cruzeiro clearly isn't a bad place for talented kids to hone their skills. While still at the club in 2018, Estevão signed a professional contract with Nike, making him the youngest ever Brazilian player to sign with the company. How old was he? A mind-blowing 10 years old! Despite not yet playing at an older level than under-17s with Brazil, Messinho will probably be playing for the men's team in the next year or two, as he's shown at club level that men's football is nothing above his level. Okay, international football is another level altogether, but like Endrick, who's recently scored for Brazil against Spain and England, this boy has a special talent and will shine on the big stage earlier than most. I mean, what would you expect when you have the privilege and honor of being named after the greatest player of all time when you're still just a young boy? Estevão's playing style was similar to legendary Argentina captain Lionel Messi. Like the GOAT, Estevão tends to operate on the right wing, but cut inside onto his favoured left foot, dancing past defenders and scoring goals in the process. Coveted by practically all the elite European clubs, Estevão is already one of the most promising young Brazilians. He will be used to the attention as well. Since he was a kid, he's dealt with pressure and phone calls from agents. Interest from every club in Brazil was common when he was coming through Cruzeiro, for example. Born in Franca, in the state of Sao Paulo, in April 2007, this rising star has had a childhood unlike any other, with his passageway to the big time accelerated thanks to his God-given talent. As a boy who made the move from Cruzeiro's academy to Palmeiras, he was scrutinized like no other. Cruzeiro and other clubs felt that Palmeiras had been secretly tapping up the player, but that's all history now. Palmeiras said everything was completely legal when they signed Messinho. His father, Ivo Gonçalves, is said to have chosen Palmeiras for his son, seeing the São Paulo Giants as the best place for the youngster to develop his talent. The likes of Endrick and his rise show that this may not have been a bad idea at all. At just 15 years old, Messinho started putting silverware in the cabinet, starring in the youth teams of Palmeiras and adapting to life in a new club and city. Then in 2022 would go on to win trophies in various age categories, including the Under-15s and Under-17 state championship, the Under-17 Brazilian Cup and Under-17 Brazilian Championship. Messinho's senior debut for Palmeiras came against his ex-club Cruzeiro, and in poetic fashion it came at the end of the 2023 Brazilian League season, when Palmeiras confirmed their status as champions for the second season in a row. The game of their crowning glory also presented the future prince of Palmeiras, but where will he become king? In the royal white of Real Madrid perhaps? Or will Messinho follow in the footsteps of his hero and wear the red and blue of Barca? Predict Estevão's future for us in the comment section below. 2025 may be very uncertain for this fine talent, but it seems fairly obvious in the green of Palmeiras. 2024 will definitely be his year. João Paulo Sampaio, the head of the Palmeiras Academy, said he is one of those players who has a strong personality. Enough to say, I am, I can, and I will, and then he does it. In an interview with FIFA, he continued, for talents like this, things come easily. He's no average player. Estevão's strength on the pitch is his dribbling ability. He has a natural talent and his favourite pastime is turning defenders inside and out. He has the typical Brazilian flair, amazing close control and is super sharp and agile, dynamic and flexible too. The more you learn about and watch this young man, you can see that his nickname is a fair comparison, even if it is a little ambitious to compare him with Lionel Messi. They definitely have a very similar style of play. Messinho is also master in the art of playing with both feet, something that needs to be worked on even by the very best. Lionel Messi always had to practice playing with his right foot, and Cristiano Ronaldo always had to practice using his left. And when your other foot is one of the best on the planet, it must be hard to practice with the weak one. However, for a winger, it is absolutely vital to play with both feet, to remain unpredictable and have the quality to dribble or cross in either direction. Messinho can also play in different attacking positions, sometimes as a second striker for example, so to be two-footed is a big help. Apparently, the top Premier League clubs are amongst those fighting for the future transfer of Estevão. Also the two Spanish giants, Madrid and Barcelona, as well as the likes of Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. As mentioned, Brazilian talents have seemed to gravitate towards Madrid in recent seasons, but this young emerging talent has his own link to a Barcelona dream. Estevão has even said so himself when asked about his future aspirations. Playing for Barcelona, which is one of the best clubs in the world, would be a dream. I grew up watching Neymar, Messi and Suarez play for Barcelona, he continues to say. I watch almost all of Barca's games. I'm a fan of the club. I have great admiration for the players there, and I hope to be there too. It would be a dream come true to play there. Let's just hope FCB can sort out their financial situation, or there'll be no chance they will attract such a talent. The reality for the forward might well be different though. The likes of Chelsea and PSG are seriously looking into making a big money move for Messinho. Barca quite literally have no money, and Real Madrid have signed so many young talents from Brazil that they have barely even got any space left on the bench. Apparently, meetings have already taken place with the likes of Chelsea, who signed Ecuadorian Wonderkid Endrick as a teenager too. Endrick has visited Stamford Bridge, but will stay with Independiente del Valle in Ecuador for the meantime. Estevão will need to stay focused for now too, try to get into the gym and build up his strength and size, and also enjoy learning in men's football, playing regularly and improving his skills. You cannot criticise much of the young talent's technique, but he could definitely become more physical. He needs to meet the demands of first-team football, and for this you need to be more than just ready to fight. You need to be fast, strong and well-conditioned. Endrick is small in stature, but he has grit and determination like no other, and a strong stocky build with legs like a racehorse. Even a recent cameo against rivals Flamengo showed a glimpse of the future from Estevão. Not a protagonist in the game by any means, this slender young man still brought the ball down from the air like prime Zinedine Zidane, and then cut inside the defender like Iron Robin. Bags of skill, bags of talent. This teenager has a huge future and will certainly set Europe alight. What club do you think will win over Messinho and sign the next Brazilian star? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe, like and notifications button. Will you be our 500th subscriber and win $50? Only time will tell. Until the next one, peace.